We have been making $31,443 per month from these 5 side hustles. And just a little quick disclaimer for you, this income is from our main channel, Molly Kaiser, who is part of our creator network. And yes, all 5 of these side hustles are beginner friendly and budget friendly, so you don't need to have a ton of knowledge, experience, or money to get started. Let's dive in. Side hustle number 1 is going to be this platform right here, launching a YouTube channel. YouTube remains one of the most scalable platforms for reaching people. Build a channel around something that you're passionate about, that you're knowledgeable about. And bonus, if it is going to help other people out, then as you continue to build an audience, you can actually monetize your YouTube channel. So that is how we have started generating over $31,000 per month. You can monetize your channel through a few different things like AdSense, digital products like ebooks, workshops, and templates, or through community memberships. So we're going to talk about these more in 1 second. But first, I just wanted to walk through step-by-step how to get started with a YouTube channel. So the first step is going to be selecting your niche. Do a little bit of research, do a little bit of self-reflection, and decide what is going to be the strongest thing for you to create videos about. A niche could be really anything that you're passionate about, from side hustles to income to how to be more organized as a mom, digital product creation, and more. So just think about something that you could really talk about on end for 10 minutes or longer via the format of a YouTube video. And that's going to be a great niche for your YouTube channel. Once you've selected your niche, I strongly recommend doing something called outlier research. And what this means is looking for videos that are performing exceptionally well within your niche. So the way that you could go about doing this is just simply going to YouTube search, typing in a search topic related to your niche. So something like how to be more organized as a mom, and then find videos that have, maybe multiple thousands or millions of views, especially as it relates to the person who created the video. So this is going to show you what videos are trending and that people are finding most useful within that niche. Once you've done some research to figure out what types of videos you want to make, I recommend going over to ChatGPT. And by the way, if you want to learn our entire process for creating YouTube videos, digital products, and more, including things like scripts, Canva templates, and other done-for-you tools, you could actually check out our masterclass. It is completely free and it walks you through all of these steps as well. So if you're curious about that, I will have it linked down in the description box and the pinned comment. Again, it's completely free, so you might as well check it out. But as I was saying, you would want to leverage ChatGPT here to help build your script. After ChatGPT helps me build my scripts, I go in and fill in a little bit of personal anecdote, personal information, give it a little bit more of my personal touch and voice. Then from there, I'm going to actually film and edit my videos. I definitely recommend keeping your intros short, to the point, and have a captivating hook that people are going to want to continue to watch your videos. Once you're done filming and editing, you'll obviously go ahead and upload it to YouTube. Make sure you are optimizing your title, description, utilizing tags, and have a great thumbnail. And then within your YouTube video, you're actually going to move on to what the second side hustle is that I'm about to talk about, which is promoting things like your ebook or your paid community. Once you start having an engaged audience on YouTube, you can then start creating revenue through digital products. Even if you just make like 20 sales per month at $50 per ebook, that quickly comes out to $1,000 per month. And then over time, as your YouTube channel grows, this is going to add up. YouTube really is more than just posting videos. It's actually a platform that can help you generate traffic, build an audience, and a community that you personally own. And then as we're about to talk about, if you combine it with an ebook or a template or an online course, it becomes more than just a job. It's actually a whole side business. So as I just alluded to, the next side hustle that we use is ebooks. Writing an ebook is great because it is low cost, low effort, high leverage, and beginner friendly. Whatever it is that you're creating your YouTube channel about, you can then create a more in-depth paid ebook for your viewers to ultimately buy. You already have knowledge, interests, ideas, so it's just kind of reformatting that into an ebook. You'll just want to make sure that your ebook very clearly communicates what problem it's solving for your audience. So here's how to do it. First, you're going to want to pick your topic. Again, this should relate back to your YouTube channel. I recommend using what you know, topics that you already know about, and then you could even validate the idea through doing something like a pre-sale. What I mean by this is basically pitching it, telling people that you're going to be selling this product on X date, 3 weeks out in advance, and then people can basically reserve a copy. The reason that this is really helpful is because then you can actually validate an idea, make sure that people are wanting to buy something on this topic before you spend a bunch of time actually creating the product. From there, once you've picked your idea and done a little bit of validation on making sure that this is something people would want to buy, I actually recommend, again, using ChatGPT to build an outline. From here, you'll then want to kind of fill in the ChatGPT outline with your own voice, your own anecdotes, your own insights, and your own experiences. From there, you'll obviously want to make your ebook pretty. So this is where I actually recommend heading over to Canva. Canva is also a free tool, and you can leverage some of their ebook templates that they have to kind of make a layout that is a little bit more appealing and pretty than just, a Google Doc. From there, you'll go ahead and actually publish your product. So on Canva, you can export it as a PDF. Then you'll want to upload it to a platform like system.io. Then you'll also want to price your product. I recommend pricing your product based on what the end result is worth. So for example, if you're creating an ebook on being more organized as a mom, think about how much somebody would pay to have their house, professionally organized, maybe $300. That is the cost of that service. So think of your pricing as what the person is actually getting out of the ebook. And then finally, you're going to launch the product. So again, growing your audience on YouTube. You'll also have built an email marketing campaign. So from there, we're going to actually launch the product. So again, we can have a link to our email list down in our description box of our YouTube videos that people would then click on. From there, it would generate an email flow that then promotes the ebook that you're trying to sell. Because ebooks are digital products with no inventory cost, you have a very, very high margin on this product. So let's say you have an ebook listed at $27 and you sell 20 per week. Right there, that is $540 per week. Now, if you scale to 100 sales per week, that's $2,700 per week. And that is absolutely great money. I think a lot of people would love to be making that. So if you have knowledge on something that you've already overcome in life, this is something that you can repackage and sell in the format of an ebook. And what's great is this is something that you can build on month over month. All right, moving on to side hustle number 3. This is running live workshops or trainings. What's great about these is they are high value, high connection, and they have a very strong revenue potential. So again, we're going to leverage our YouTube channel here. This is why YouTube is kind of the basis of all of these side hustles. So within your YouTube channel, you want to kind of create credibility and value within your niche, where you teach a super focused, super niche topic. For example, it could be something like design 5 Canva templates and set up your sales funnel in one afternoon. This is super, super niche, super, super specific. And what's great about live access is that people will actually pay a lot more for that live one-on-one conversation. It also gives them a chance to do Q&A, and it has a higher accountability. So let's talk about step-by-step how to actually set this up. First, again, we're going to pick our topic, make sure it is something that you're confident in teaching about, something that you can easily answer questions on, etc. And of course, you're going to want to make sure that it is still aligned with your YouTube niche. You'll want to create an outline for yourself. Again, this is going to be live, so you probably don't want it to come off super scripted, but I think it is super valuable to still have an outline of talking points, things you want to hit on. So it can include things like your intro, content segments, live demonstrations, and maybe a Q&A section. Next, you're going to set your date and time as well as pricing. This could honestly range anywhere from $47 to $197, really just kind of depending on your audience size. And again, think about the value and what people are going to get out of this training. Next, we want to make sure we have signups. So we're going to start promoting it, leveraging our YouTube channel. Again, you can do things like talking about it within your YouTube video, mention that you have a live webinar coming up. Alternatively, what you can do is mention a free product within your YouTube videos that then sends people to your email list. Once people sign up for your email list, you have a community of people that you own, a list of emails that you can then send email announcements to when you have something like a live workshop going on. And then of course, we are going to deliver the live training. Make sure that the training provides a ton of value, it engages your participants, and always ask for feedback and testimonials. This is just going to help continue to grow your business. Once the workshop is done, make sure you follow up with those individuals to continue to build that relationship. You could do things like mention your paid membership community so that they then become reoccurring customers for you. Or another great idea is to actually record the live training and then repackage it as an evergreen course that you sell. From there, it can just sell on autopilot. So just a little quick math for you. If you charge $97 for a 90-minute workshop and you get 30 participants, that comes out to $2,910 in revenue. And if you just do these once per month, you're already bringing in an extra $3,000. And then with repeat clients, upsells, or more, this really has the potential to scale your income. Again, what's great about live workshops is that they create really strong personalized bonds with your clients. They also offer premium pricing and they position you as the go-to expert. So give it a go and put one on your calendar this quarter. Side hustle number 4 is templates and other sort of done for you assets. These are great because they have massive leverage and there's minimal reinvention that you need to do. So what are done for you tools? What are templates? I'm talking about things like Canva templates, checklists. You could do script outlines for things like YouTube. You could even do ChatGPT prompts. And in fact, when I was doing a little bit of market research on this topic, I actually found that templates and downloads are among some of the most popular digital products out there today. So let's say you want to give this a go. Well, how do you get started? First, figure out your format. For example, is it going to be a YouTube script? Is it going to be a ChatGPT prompt, an Instagram post Canva template, etc.? So kind of figure out what exactly you want to make, then create the asset. So this can be, again, leveraging ChatGPT and Canva. These are free tools that I definitely strongly recommend because they help elevate your product and they help make it look more beautiful. You'll also want to make sure that it is editable for your buyers. Then you're also going to want to package it. So make sure to include things like an instruction page, example uses, or maybe even a video walkthrough. Then you're going to obviously price your product anywhere from $9 to $97, depending on how complex it is. Again, think about what your end result is worth, what the buyer is actually getting out of it, and what you're helping them solve. You'll want to list your template on a marketplace like system.io. And then again, you're going to leverage your YouTube channel to promote this product. And down the line, you could even offer bundles. So things like a membership. If you sign up for the membership, you get some of these templates for free, or bundling it with a training or with your ebook. If you price a template at $39 and you just sell 50, that is $1,950 in a month. And if you have 10 unique templates selling consistently, you could be making over $5,000 a month without any additional effort. Templates are great because they're pretty simple to make. They let you create a product once and sell it repeatedly. And once you sort of build your catalog of templates, the momentum can really build. And by the way, if you want to get started selling digital templates or other digital products, but you're not sure exactly where to start or maybe what the best digital product is for you, you should check out our totally free digital product discovery bot. It will help you solve all of these problems. If you're curious about that, I will have that linked down in the description box as well. All right, and my 5th side hustle idea for you is building a paid community or membership. I love this one because it allows your clients, your customers to engage with each other and directly engage with you on a continual basis. And it also provides monthly recurring revenue. And really, that's what we're all looking for when it comes to financial freedom. So how do you go about doing this? There are tons of platforms out there, but the one that I recommend is School. School allows you to deliver content, host discussions, provide coaching, run challenges, and of course, charge a monthly fee. So instead of just getting these one-off sales, you actually get this monthly reoccurring revenue, which is going to help stabilize your personal income. So here's your kind of step-by-step guide. First, again, pick your niche. As always, again, it should relate back to your YouTube channel. And think about your ideal member. Who is it that is going to be looking for ongoing support? Then you're going to go ahead and set up your membership site on School and then decide your price point. What's great about memberships is you could actually do various tiers. So you could do maybe a beginner's tier for $27 per month. And then maybe you have more of a premium tier at $97 per month. Remember to price based on what the end value is worth. Then you're going to want to create foundational content. This is going to be things like a welcome module, something that is just automatically there when new members sign up. You'll want to have a pre-built library of videos and templates and a community discussion forum. Then, of course, you're going to launch this product. So you can run a live kickoff event. You could do things like offer founding member pricing, like the first 10 people that sign up get 50% off. And then finally, as it grows, you're going to want to get some testimonials. And then, of course, one of the most important things when it comes to a membership website is providing ongoing value, not just one-time value. People are paying for a monthly fee. So what are you providing every single month for them to want to continue to be part of this community? You could do things like providing weekly challenges, monthly group coaching calls, or just daily updates. If you charge $47 per month, that was kind of right in the middle of the range that I talked about, and you have 100 members, that is $4,700 per month that you're making pretty much passively from your membership community. over the span of a year, that is $56,000 per year. And that doesn't even include any sort of upsells, bundles, or additional things that you might be selling. I do really love the membership model because it just gives you predictable recurring income. And once it's completely set up, all you really need to do is work on gaining new members to your community. There you have it. Those are the 5 super easy and straightforward side hustles that we use to make over $31,000 per month. And yes, you can get started doing any of these today. Go ahead and start your YouTube channel, start creating digital products, and try not to get stuck in analysis paralysis. Just start. The key here is consistency, system building, and pairing what you already know with what people need. You're not just chasing income, you're building financial freedom. And remember, if you want to learn our entire process for creating YouTube videos, digital products, and more, as well as Canva templates, copy scripts, and other done-for-you tools, make sure you check out our free masterclass, which is linked down in the description box. All right, well, now that you have seen the best 5 side hustles to start in 2026, you might be curious about what are the actual best digital products. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts by watching this video next, because when you pair that with what you just learned in this video, it is even more powerful. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.